Scorpio, you've got a lovely lineup of cards in November. Something unexpected, something turns out in an unexpected way, but in a good way. So something you predict will turn out in a particular way, or you worried will turn out in a particular way, does something very different, but in a good way. Okay, if you'd like a personal or private reading or one of those amazing soulmate readings, please contact me via my website. The link is in the description box below. I'm going to take a look at your tea leaf cards. Then we'll do your relationship, and then we'll do tarot cards. Now I will read what it says on the tea leaf cards, and then I'll discuss the story. The first one, the bowl, says plenty of material things. Yippee for you guys. The star says guaranteed success. The dog close-up says pleasure with a close friend. The caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. And the ear says good news. So if we look at this, in November, you're not going to be short of material things. What you need will come to you. It will be there for you. There's also guaranteed success in whatever you put your mind to, what you apply yourself to in November. You will find somebody's a very good friend, and you're a good friend to them, and you really enjoy spending time with them, and they with you. The caterpillar says some situation which you feel perhaps is just never going to end is finally showing signs of changing, and with that comes good news. It is good news, that change that is happening. Something's not going to always stay that way. It's going to change, and there's good news involved with it in some way. So very nice lineup of cards in November. Very, very nice lineup of cards in November. Now let's take a look at your relationship cards. These are the romance angel cards. I'm first going to read what it says on the cards. Then I'll speak to those of you that are looking for relationships, and then I'll speak to those of you that are already in relationships, established relationships. The trust card says this situation is calling for you to have faith. The playfulness card says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. The make the effort card says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Let's speak to those of you that are looking for relationships. You're being told to have faith. You're being told to keep your energy light. You're being told to make the effort. The effort can also be about keeping the energy light. So if you want to call in a relationship this month, if you've been trying to call in a relationship, keep the faith. Understand that sometimes the path to finding true love is pretty convoluted, and it had lots of twists and bends, and lots of things happen that you think you're just never going to get there, but you will. The trust card says have faith. You're going to get there. Keep that energy light. Make the effort to make that energy light, or to keep it light. Also make the effort to get out there, socialize, have fun, interact with people, because that is most likely how you're going to meet that person. If you are just sitting at home thinking it's just never going to happen, I'll never meet the right person, it's pretty much guaranteed in November you're not going to. Okay, it's going to require you getting out there, having fun, and then you will draw that person in. Now, in established relationships, it's pretty much the same message. Have faith in your relationship. It can go where you want it to go. It can evolve in what you want it to be. But you need to keep your energy light. If you want your relationship to be successful and happy and joyful, then you need to keep your energy in that way. Or you need to put that energy across to your partner, and it might require effort on your part. But if that's the outcome you'd like, then that's the effort you need to make. It's a case of, if you want your relationship to be expansive and joyful, then you need to be expansive and joyful yourself. We often hear this, don't we? But here it comes again. And yes, it's going to require effort on your part. But you will also find in November, when you do put that effort in to be light and fun and funny, it will very quickly be reciprocated. There's obviously that kind of energy around for relationships in November. Now, the tarot cards tell the underlying story. This is the evolutionary growth that you signed up for in November. This is the experiences you signed up for in the month of November. This is how you want to grow and evolve. So these are the energies you called in. The first tarot card is the Mother. That's the 6th card in the Major Arcana. You get the 2 of Earth, the 2 of Air, interesting 2 twos, and the Queen of Earth. We look at the Mother card. She speaks about nurturing. She speaks about being pregnant with potential. She speaks about having great intuition and wisdom. Now, the next card that comes up is the Two of Earth, which speaks about balancing work and play. So now I think this is a quite interesting sort of dynamic going on here. It's very much about nurturing yourself and your life. It's about trusting your wisdom and trusting your intuition, realizing every single moment of life is pregnant with potential. And if we tune in and we listen and we nurture that potential, we can have just about anything. That's the Queen of Earth, right? She has everything on earth because she has tapped in, tuned into that wisdom, recognized the potential in things, and gone with that wisdom and intuition, gone with that potential and given birth to everything she wants in the world. Now that balancing work and play is pretty important as well. We often think if we work hard, we will get where we want to go. If we work hard, we will get everything. If we only work and we don't take time to play, life is not balanced and there will be a shortcoming somewhere. One will come up against a shortage in an area of your life. It will show up as a shortage in some way. It is also an important part of nurturing oneself. Play is an important part of nurturing oneself. So that's kind of a strong message coming through for November, a strong guidance, a strong energy that will be present in your life. In other words, you will be presented with opportunities to play many times. Use the potential that's there. The next energy that comes under scrutiny is the Two of Air. Now what's interesting here is this card speaks about our tendency to see things as black and white. These are the symptoms, this is what's going to happen. This is the equation, this is the outcome. This is what I'm thinking, that's what's going to happen. In November, you have the opportunity, the potential is there to see that life does not work like that at all. Or you will be reminded, if you do believe, if you're not so steadfast in your beliefs and you actually know life isn't like that, you will be reminded in November. If there's something that is preoccupying you at the moment and you have a very strong idea of the outcome or what the outcome could be, you're going to be reminded that's not the way it works. We already saw in your tea leaf cards, something changes and with it comes good news. And that change is because you believed the thing was going to work out in a certain way and it doesn't. It works out differently. The change comes, but it's good news. And that Two of Swords is really underscoring that. You will be very clearly shown in November and reminded that nothing is black and white. Everything is its own story, its own outcome, its own evolution, its own wave of potential that weaves and creates outcomes which we cannot predict by saying this will always equal that. That's a very, very strong message coming through in November. Ultimately, what you have in November, you already had plenty of material things. The bowl in your tea leaf cards, you've got the Queen of Earth. You can, and the potential is there, the energies are there, you are being guided there, have the material things, the earthly things, and we don't always just talk about good. Earthly things is joy in being alive, joy in being part of whatever happens on the planet. That's also earthly things. You will find that in November the potential is there once again to enjoy the cornucopia that the earth can deliver for you. That's everything that's involved with being on earth. So very, very nice lineup of cards. A nice reminder to perhaps not always anticipate outcomes because that is what people say or that is what you've believed in the past, or there is no black and white. That's the main message for you in November. There's lots of potential, but there's no black and white. Okay? I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.